what makes you dope instead of just saying you dope. Courtesy the Beast with another Courtesy the Beast reaction video. Yes, sir. Okay, so how's y'all doing today, man? We are back again with another classic reaction video. We are with another album reaction. No time to waste. So we have a new artist here. Shout out to Feed My Soul. She the one who actually referred him to me. Listen, I say this all the time. I am grateful to have artists come one by one by one. I haven't ran an ad in 3 years. This is all word of mouth by the grace of God. So we have a new artist here, brand new to the page, brand new to the brand, brand new to the movement, brand new to the foundation. And the artist who we have here is no other than Burban Street. So explain the particulars of Burban Street. I think I heard that before on a movie, or was it a show? But if this resembles that, then let me know, because that would make it more interesting. This man has blessed us with an album here, and the album here is called Burban Street and Chill. Like Netflix and chill. We ain't about to be getting it on. We're about to be singing the song. I just got finished reacting to an album reaction. I gave my honest opinion on there, and it's not about to stop with Burban Street. The first song of the album here is called Picture of Me. Burban Street and Chill, Picture of Me. What you got, King?
You say a picture's worth 1,000 words.
That's right.
Here's 775. Let's go. These are the metaphors you aren't ready for. These are the similes that show you silly me. These are the stanzas that make you stand up. These are the verses that give me purpose. These are anaphora as fine as taffeta, and these synecdoches help you connect to me. I am a lyrical statement that's personification, not a figure of speech. This is a picture of me. I am a hurricane, a rock too on my shoes, so I kick off my rain whenever I blow through. I put a spin on the game so you remember my name. I may be calm in the middle, but the bands are insane. I am perpetual flame, I am perceptible change. I know that isn't the word, my intention's the same. I live.
My man said, I know that ain't no word. Perpetual lane. What did Jesus say? He out here making no words right now. My man out here making no words. Like, bro, it don't matter what I said, as long as you get the message. There's one thing I would like to add on. The ferociousness, I get that. I absolutely love the energy. However, though, when you start talking about you running the game, you got like fire similes and you got metaphors. When you're saying that you got the stanzas that make people stand up, it's like, what are the stanzas, though, that make them stand up? You know what I'm saying? When you say you're changing the game, how are you changing the game? Every artist said that, so what exactly are you doing to make you stand out in changing the game? You say you got metaphors that they ain't ready for, which is dope, by the way, but what are the metaphors that they aren't ready for? Don't just say you got metaphors, display it. It's kind of like a don't talk about it, be about it type of thing. But let's continue.
Plain, I bring you into the fold. I origami the pain. I open up like a gate. It isn't up for debate. The way I'm swinging the bat when I step up to the plate. I hope it isn't too late. Shouldn't have taken a break. So get on board with my grind, because this is not a phase. No longer.
He said, make sure y'all rock with me on the grind, because this ain't no phase. I rock with that line. Grinding is never a phase. Maybe the different levels of working should be a phase, but the grind mentality should never be a phase. That should be you till you die. Shoot, even in the Bible say, study the ants, you sluggards. They don't wait for rulers. They don't wait for employees. They don't wait for no one to tell them to get up and grind. They just grind. Pay attention to ants. I rock with that line because it reminds me of ants. But let's continue.
In one place, I don't got one thing to say, cause I got lyrics for days. See me storming the gate when I take over the stage. I'm looking out at the crowd and see the audience wave. These are the metaphors you aren't ready for. These are the similes that show you silly me. These are the stanzas that make you stand up. These are the verses that give me purpose. These are anaphora as fine as taffeta, and these synecdoches help you connect to me. I am a lyrical statement that's personification, not a figure of speech. This is a picture of me. I got the Midas touch, the Fort Knox load. I got 1,000,000 bars, and they're all gold. I am a terrorist.
Okay, so he said he got 1,000,000 flows, and they're all gold. Again, what exactly are those flows? In this song, you only having one flow. So hopefully the 1,000,000 flows are going to like perpetuate through the rest of the album. But for right now, you're just talking, you feel me? Like you're just saying you the greatest, you're just talking like you're the great, but you're not really giving no examples. When you start saying generic statements like this, I'm supposed to think of, okay, once he say that generic statement, he needs the second lyric to back up that generic statement. Yours is more so just straight generic statements. But let's continue.
Squad, dispense big puns. Check out my lyric genius if you don't get one. I'm strong like a tennis racket. I got a bunch of rhymes. Dump out a Kool-Aid packet and snort punchlines. Sometimes I just wanna.
Okay, so one, he said he got a million flows, and then now he said he got a bunch of rhymes. But what are the rhymes you talking about? It can't be the lyrics of the song, because the lyrics of the song is not really going into detail of what rhymes you talking about. You just saying that you got a million flows and a bunch of rhymes. But what does that mean to the audience? How can that make a person go, like, instead of saying you sick, give us examples of why you sick. So the question is, how is the title fitting with the song? This is kind of like an introduction to a story. But let's continue.
I push a couple buttons on you, be a little fun guy. Who am I? It's not that simple. Get under your skin and then I pop like a pimple. Depressed, that's a...
Okay, so he said, get under your skin and pop like a pimple. That is an example of when you say you got metaphors that ain't ready for it, right? Then you gave an example, pop like a pimple in this case. But however, I would like to say pop like a pimple is overused. Everyone has said that. You can go a little more deeper when it comes to popping. I mean, Lil Wayne said it. He said, pop that like a zit. So it's like the pimple, zit, bump, that's been overused. A lot of rappers use that. It doesn't really give you the feel of like, dang, this is a dope line. It's kind of like oh, that was cool, and keep it moving. When you use similes like that, make sure that they hit hard and that they resonate with everybody to the point where it's like, dang, if I don't remember nothing else out of this song, I do remember that line. But let's continue.
Simple, earworm jingle, bringing you a present like my last name Kringle. Stack chips, Pringles, be the one single. Stick around after my set to chat it up and mingle. This isn't a hobby for me, pressing out the wrinkles. Sewing up the genre, got a needle in a thimble. These are the metaphors you aren't ready for.
Okay, so going back to the metaphors they ain't ready for, and the similes that show the silly me, you really only demonstrated 2 examples of the hook, which is stack like a Pringle and pop like a zit. Everything else was generic. It was with the Pringle and the pop and the zit. That is all elementary lines. Stack chips like Pringles, everyone has used that. Honestly speaking, you couldn't have put really a lot of thought in that line because it's very basic. You could go way more harder than that. Hopefully these aren't the metaphors they ain't ready for. But let's continue.
Please, they show you silly me. These are the stanzas that make you stand up. These are the verses that give me purpose. These are anaphora, as fine as taffeta. And these synecdoches help you connect to me. I am a lyrical statement, that's personification, not a figure of speech. This is a picture of me. Shuffle up and deal, and I give the cards a peel. I look down at pocket rockets, and my chips are in the middle. I don't hesitate a little, play the devil for his fiddle. I'm the best as ever been, I'm cooking heat up on the griddle. I bring the sizzle, grin and bear it like a grizzle as I take the world to school, but my name ain't Mrs. Frizzle. Class is now in session, I'm not stressing about the lesson. Just make sure to read the syllabus, cause I am not digressing. I'm so focused on the best, and 9 to 5 is not an option. On my flow where jazz was born, and now I run the...
He said 9 to 5 is not an option. Okay, so I rock with that. I always see 9 to 5 as a tool to get you where you need to go, not necessarily a destination. Even though 9 to 5s are good, but at the same time you are exchanging your time for money. You're telling me how I need to dress, telling me where I need to go, tell me what time I need to get back from lunch, and like 5-minute break. So I rock with him on that same type of trajectory. But let's continue.
Stockton got the magic in me, B.O.B. I'm pumping like a piston. Take a pick and it's iconic. Alley over listing, and isn't it ironic? Not Alanis Morissette. Got a morning when it's over like a Charlotte Hornet. I made it in the nick of time, you know I'm never stalling. Call me Mr. NBA, my references are ballin'. These are the metaphors you want.
So he said, call me Mr. NBA, my references are ballin'. I get that line, but again, it's very basic and elementary because NBA ballin'. You didn't have to think too hard about that line. Even with the NBA line, you could go extremely deeper. Instead of referencing NBA with ballin', you could start bringing up like injuries of an NBA player. You could start bringing up the players' dramatic stories behind the NBA and put that into your reference. Something that'll make people be like, that was disgusting. But just referencing NBA and balling, everyone said that. It's kind of like artists today saying, I ball like LeBron James. I ball like James Harden. When they say they ball, they reference an NBA player, which is so oversaturated, used, and just not dope. But let's continue.
Ready for, these are the similes that show you silly me. These are the stanzas that make you stand up. These are the verses that give me purpose. These are anaphora, as fine as taffeta. And these synecdoches help you connect to me. I am a lyrical statement, that's personification, not a figure of speech. This is a picture of me.
So the song is over. Conclusion time. I got a good side and I got a bad side. The good side is that flow. I seen you rapping live on your page, and one thing about it, you got crowd energy, you got stage presence, and that will get you further than any other song. Majority of the time, they ain't caring about the lyrics, they caring about the energy you bring. I like the third verse. The third verse is actually when you switch the flow up. That beat was very good, very different. I never heard nothing like that in this day and age. I don't know if that was a female vocal feature who was like singing through the beat. If it was part of the beat, that's even better. But if it wasn't, let me know who that is. I want to give her flowers. The bad side is this whole song was generic. You didn't really pinpoint, you didn't connect to anybody, and you kind of just like said that you're the greatest without any good examples. What makes you dope instead of just saying you dope. But hopefully you do better than next song. I gotta give this song a rate 6. I do see he got a lot of features here, and they better come with it. So that completes this reaction. I will see y'all in the next one.